Welcome to another episode of Numbers Microscope here at the MGM City Center next door to the Aria on the Las Vegas Strip. City of lost wages. We're going to talk about the coordinate system that evolves the quantum walk ability, which is a necessary part of quantum computation and quantum gravity formulation. And because it's a quantum walk that occurs within a lattice environment, we need to be able to tailor the coordinate system of number to the geometry of the lattice that the quantum walk will be taking place in. And since the coordinate field must also specify the mass states of the particles in order to qualify for quantum gravity, we're going to look at how the origin at 0, 0, 0 has its natural entanglement with 999, because 0, 0, 0, 999 is 1 over 1001, where 1001 is 7 times 11 times 13. And the period lengths of those primes, 7, 11, and 13, will be divisible into the lattice, the trihexagonal lattice. Since 11 has a period of 2, we'll obviously divide into 6. And 7 and 13 have periods of 6, which will obviously divide into 6. And 1001 is this palindrome. It's actually a number that Buckminster Fuller focused on a great deal in his numerological section of Synergetics, Explorations in the Geometry of Thinking, which is an extraordinary text, there's no question about that. But in any case, we're starting the quantum walk with 0, 0, 0 as your coordinate center. And we are orienting or finding out how and why this quantum gravity value involving the Planck mass, which is normally given to be 12209, is actually 1221, very simply, which again is a palindrome. 1221 is 1 times 11 times 111. So 1, 2, and 3 are what give trihexagonal coordinate control within the quantum walk environment. What's interesting about this number 1221, since it's the reciprocal of 819, where 819 plus 1 divided by 10 is 82, and that's how you arrive at the multiplicand that holds this string of digits 1221 together. What we're going to observe is that there is an evolution in the quantum walk that begins with 0, 0, 0 and goes to 0, 0, 0, 8, 2 within the lattice. So it's actually a cycle, okay? It's a walk in a certain cycle, not a circle, but a cycle of 5 digits, 0, 0, 0, 8, 2, and it wraps around. And because the 0, 0, 0 has its complement in 999, 0, 0, 0, 8, 2 is going to have its quantum walk complement, an entangled pair with 99917. And what's special about these, because they're obviously 5-digit cycles, is that these values as quantum walk coordinate states are divisible by 41, which is half of 82. And 41 is the SU5 coordinate that is going to blend with another value that we'll get to when we identify the 3 lepton masses, the electron, the muon, and the tauon, exactly, and get to see what their field orientations within this quantum walk environment actually looks like, and how their mass states are specified. Exactly. So, through a combination of the 00082 and the 99917 aspects of entangled quantum walk, we arrive at this value, 9799, which is 41 times 239, where 239 has a period length in terms of 1 over 239. It goes to 7 decimal places. And since 7 carries out a more highly teleological form of the number 2, as in SU2, SU7 is going to carry out more strongly teleological functions when it interacts with SU5. And this is where you're going to get the 9799 splitting, decomposing, being partitioned into these self-similar aspects through part and whole ratios. So we're going to split 9799 into 5002 plus 4797. And we're going to see what these look like within the quantum walk environment, because that part to whole ratio of 5002 and 4797 are the component parts of our most humble electron. When it comes to the muon, we're going to have the components 2058 plus 7741 that give us the muon's mass components within this field that will be perfectly interactive with the electron's 5002 and its 4797 value. When we come to the tauon, its splitting of the 9799 SU5 times SU7 value is going to involve 1741 plus 8058, and its self-similar components as parts and wholes will be as follows. 1741 divided by 9799, this is the part, and that's the whole, right? 9799 is the whole, is going to give you 1776, which is the root of the tauon mass. Then you've got the 8223 value, which comes from the 8058 divided by 9799. And we're going to take a look at exactly what this field looks like ensemble, so you get to see all 3 of the charged lepton masses and their little discrete orbital fields in relation to the 000 quantum walk center. So hold that thought.